I want to thank everybody for chiming in. This is Watchman Yahudah Israel, also known as Pastor Derek Mann, on the Holy Word Scripture Study and Prayer Line on his fourth day in December 2017. Let's dive on in the Word, y'all. Let's see here. Let's go to Luke 6. Luke 6 and 22. Hold on real quick. Hallelujah. Got it. All right. It's somewhere around here. You may have to help me find it. It's somewhere around here. My wallet. Luke 6, I said, let me see. Okay. Luke 6 and 22. Look what it said. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and shall cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. Rejoice in that day and leap for joy. For behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in the like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. But woe unto you that are rich, for you have received your consolation. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for you shall mourn and weep. Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets. Wide is the road that leads to destruction, right? It says, straight is the gate and narrow is the way, that leadeth to life, and few to be defined it, because wide is the road and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. There's a party going on the wide road. And when people normally think of the wide road, they think of the world versus the church. Or they think of camps versus the church and the world. Steep. But this is talking to the camps first, to Israel first. It says the Jew first and also to the Gentile. Israel first and also what they call the church. The wide road is talking about self-righteous religious people that have a form of godliness but denying the power thereof. The church for turning what they call the grace of Yah into lasciviousness, thinking that they've been delivered to live in whoredoms and celebrate paganism, turning the house of Yah into a den of thieves type of a situation. The camps, because they believe they're justified by the law. When you're justified by the law, you've fallen from what they call grace. I was teaching yesterday when Yah called them dogs. That was his interpretation of that religious position of self-righteousness being justified by something that's written on the tables of stone. And stone represents the heart of man, and what was in it was the word of Yah. Yah gave his word, but Yah's word wasn't able to benefit them because man's heart became stone. It became stone before the tablets came. The tablets was just to exemplify the fact that the word of Yah has no effect on a stony heart. Thereby, it revealed the damnation of mankind. The Ten Commandments revealed the damnation of mankind. It was already dead because man was dying after the similitude of Adam's sin from the beginning, way before the law even stepped on the scene to prove why man was dying, because his heart had turned to stone. So the wide road is whatever religious position you want to strike. Bust a move, whichever one you want to strike. You let go of religion and mess around and get into relationship. You need to let the Ruah reveal to you the hidden manna in the Ten Commandments that was written on stone. In order to get the true revelation of the 10, you got to get it off the stone and allow it to be baptized inside of you. Because what was written on stone was Yah. In the first place, in the beginning was the Word was with Yah, and the Word was Yah. The Ten Commandments came out of his mouth. Wasn't nothing wrong with it. The problem is it was sitting on top of stone, a stony heart. Get rid of the stony heart, and then the Word can work in your life. You think you're going to be justified by the Word on stone? You got it wrong. So the wide road is talking about church organizations thinking they can ritually, festivally, dietarily be justified having a relationship with the Most High. You got it twisted. Talk to us, Yah. But when you stand with truth, mess around and accomplish the appropriate relationship with Yah. Mess around and start speaking truth, then it puts you in between the stony heart Israel and the paganistic movement, what they call, church. There's nothing wrong with the assembly of none of Yah's people, but the assembly has to be in ruah and in truth, in spirit and in truth. And when you are the type of person that stands on truth and preach the truth, I'm not talking about coupled with your attitude. I'm talking about you're a person that stands on truth. You're seeking truth. You're preaching truth. You're striving with everything in you to live the truth, thereby giving you the ability to live the truth. Men ain't going to like you. People not going to like you. And that's the truth. Your own family members not going to like you. Your children won't like you. Your mama will smile at you, hey, baby, but she really don't like you. Because there's a war going on. There's two different spirits operating. How can two walk together except they be agreed? The book of Amos records in the 3rd chapter. There's two different spirits. Yahudah let the folks know, I didn't come to bring peace. All these peaceful, friendly folks running around here. I didn't come for that. For this social club type of a mentality, a whole bunch of festivals and cookouts. I didn't come to bring peace, a bar mitzvah or a fiesta. I came to bring a sword, the truth of the word. I came to divide the soul from the spirit, the bone from the marrow, the unbeliever from the believer, irregardless of the title. I didn't come here to bring mama and daddy together. I came to bring the body together. That's led by the Ruach HaKodesh. Folks think I came to reconcile them and their children. I didn't come for that. I came to bring a sword. I'm the one chopped it up in the first place, like a ginsu, the word sharp. Cuts. Divides the goats from the sheep. I'm not talking about the world. He said, what am I to do with judging those that are without? Y'all gonna deal with that. It's my job to judge those that are within. Yah's doing the work within. He is calling his that are without. He's calling them out of the darkness into the marvelous light. He's calling them out in, but the process is in the in. Many are called, few are chosen. He's calling the people out of a people. He's dealing with the people out of the people. Because there's a war going on. Two different spirits operating. And we want to get along with everybody. You think so? You should be willing and seeking to get along with everybody. But when it don't happen, and all thy getting, get an understanding. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, when they shall separate you from their company. You ain't invited. And shall reproach you and cast out your name as evil, backbiters. Can't stand you. What you do? They can't say. It's just something about you. You're blessed. When you got the, I don't know, you ain't done that. It's just something about you. They won't say it to you, but the word will come around to you through other folk. They just don't vibe with you. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, when they shall separate you from their company, shall reproach you and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. They don't like Yah. They don't like the Mashiach. Some folks love religion, but they don't like Yah. They don't like the requirement. They're not willing to give up what it takes. And when they see you mess up folks high. Folks got to drink extra. Because when you come around, you done mess their buzz up. Stella got a groove back and lost her groove as soon as you walked in the room. In order for me to groove, you got to move. Get up out of here. You're blessed. It says, rejoice in that day and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven. Did you think the writer knew that the person that might be hating on you might be your children? Yet he still said rejoice. We kind of be stuck between a rock and a hard spot, huh? When that person might be your spouse. When that person might be your family, your brother, your sister. Could be your mama, your daddy. Rejoice in that day. A little difficult to the flesh, ain't it? Word says, save yourself from this untoward generation. And when you get revelation that it's Yah's doing, the Yah is doing the separating, and this race isn't divided by your family tree, your natural family tree. He busted up his family tree dealing with Israel. Everyone that was Israel wasn't Israel. He'll bust it up based on his word. It supersedes natural. It supersedes your natural misunderstandings, your natural disagreements. This is a spiritual warfare. Folks cannot get along naturally, but spiritually, it's the Ruach. Yahushua's sheep hear his voice. Folks that belong here are going to be attracted to truth, irregardless if it's truth, it's just truth, no matter who it comes from. It is not based on carnality. It's not based on that. It's not based on a carnal relationship. It's not based on that. Hallelujah. It's based on the word. It's based on the word. It's based on his spirit. It's based on his ruach. Rejoice in that day. Leap for joy. For behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in like manner did the fathers unto the prophets. His chosen people turned on his chosen people that held the truth. All of them was his chosen people. But his chosen people, he came onto his own. He was the chosen people when he was found fashioned as a man. So he came onto his physical kinfolk. And his physical kinfolk rejected him. Didn't want to have nothing to do with him. Hated his ministry. Came against him. Just like your kinfolk gonna do you, like they doing you now. They might smile in your face. If they ain't doing it like you doing it, you better take a long look at it. Everything glittering ain't gold, and everything shining ain't silver. Everything smiling at you don't like you. Yah has a way of making even your enemies at peace with you, but at the end of the day, Israel was Israel's enemy. Because everyone that was Israel ain't Israel. Everyone that's the son of Abraham was the son of Yah. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, when they shall separate you from their company, shall reproach you and cast out your name as evil. For the Son of Man's sake, rejoice in that day and leap for joy. For behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. But woe unto you. Y'all got a role reversal thing going on, don't he? He called the first last and the last first. He said, if you exalt yourself, he gonna snatch you down. But if you humble yourself, he gonna exalt you. He gonna raise you, lift you up. The opposites. How I look to the world is exactly the opposite. He chose death to give us life. And if you seek your life, you're gonna get death. He that seek to save his life gonna lose it, but if you lose it, you'll find it. Woe to the rich. You think they got it going on, don't you? You want to be all in their face. Remind them that they know you. We went to school together. Remember me? Woe to you that are rich. For you have received your consolation. You paid in full, baby boy, baby girl. You got it going on. You drinking a little cup of hot tea? Where your pinky at? Is it in there? Where your nose at? Your pinky match your nose? Is in there? Kind of feeling yourself, huh? But woe to you that are rich, for you have received your consolation. Woe unto you that are full. Reversals. For you shall be hungry. Because his children hungering and thirsting after righteousness. I don't care what your bank account look like, whether it's it ain't too full, I'm sure. But if it's all right or empty, that's not the hunger that's required. If it's so-called all right, as long as you don't let your bank account cause you not to be hungry for him. Because the rich is pretty satisfied and they feel they don't need him. The afflicted, the downtrodden, that big old oak tree I was looking at, the folks that was hung from that joker. Hungry. You got something to be hungry about. Woe unto you that are full. Run around here taking advantage of the poor. Run around on boss status. Woe unto you that are full, for you shall be hungry. It's a role reversal. Just keep living. Woe unto you that laugh now. You laughing at somebody else's expense. You fighting against truth. You're exalting your way. You're exalting your bank account and your successes. Trying to show the world that that's the way. With your foot on the neck of his children, his true children. You got his perverted children with their foot on the neck of his obedient children. Woe to you that are full, you shall hunger them. Woe to you that laugh now, not knowing the joke is on you, for you shall mourn and weep. Woe to you that when all men shall speak well of you. Folks want folks to talk good about them. Folks want folks to flock to their ministry. Folks want folks to be in fellowship with them on one accord. He said, woe unto you. Danger, danger, stranger danger. Strange spirits like you, something wrong with you. We think it's cool when people flock. Ministry thrive. Woe unto you. When all men, everybody like you, you get along with everybody? Everybody like you? You got something smooth and soothing to say to everybody? Sexually perverted folks like you? Child molesters like you? Folks in false doctrine like you? Your family like you? Your mama like you? Your mama like you, but your sisters and brothers like you too? Your children, how they doing? They like you too? Uh-oh. Something wrong. Something wrong when everybody like you. Folks who do a background check on you and say, oh, I heard good things about you. You must be good. Everything fine. Folks get a red flag. I heard some funny stuff about you. It's exactly the opposite. When folks, every time you check in with folks and they say something good about you, something wrong with you. You a sellout. You ain't a friend of y'all. You ain't rubbing folks the wrong way. Even while you're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing, but it rubs folks the wrong way. Woe unto you when folks run around here speaking good to you. Y'all said that they ain't going to like you. Y'all said his children are going to be persecuted by those that belong to the devil. Y'all said that. You will have some opposition. You're going to have some issues to deal with. Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you. So did their fathers to the false prophets. Folks love a false prophet. Folks with them itching ears love somebody that's going to tickle them with that false teaching, with that once saved, always saved, with that foolishness, binding people up under the law. Everybody can look at each other's beards and tassels and feel right at home. Woe unto you when you take your tassels off and say, get that up out of here. Woe unto you in the eyesight of those that are false. Hallelujah. We cannot run around here trying to please Yah and man. You got to choose a side. You got to wake up to righteousness. Can I please Yah and please man too? The answer is no. The word teaches all men, you shall be hated of all men. And when it say all men, it literally said you shall be hated of all men. And everyone that's carnal don't like you. You might think they do, but they don't. All men that are carnal, carnality do not like Yah. If your spouse, can I talk like this, y'all? If your spouse is carnal, then the scriptures applied. If y'all get along, it's because he's able to make your enemies at peace with you. If your mama is carnal, blessed is the man that walketh not of the counsel of the ungodly. Hopefully you're not under their influence. Hopefully they're not your counselor if you're filled with the Ruach HaKodesh. You can get some good advice from them, but they better not be your counselor. And they don't like you. They're your enemy. Can I talk like that? That's what the word said. Huh. Y'all don't get along. You get along with everybody. You're seeking peace with all men without no man so see Yah. But they can't stand you because of the spiritual condition they're in. The carnal mind is hostile, it's enmity against Yah, and Yah is what governs your life. You have denounced your dead spirit for Yah's spirit. And the spirit in them is a war against the spirit in you, even though they're your favorite cousin. Y'all played in the sandbox together. Got so much in common. Had so much in common. Hallelujah. Had so much in common. You shall be hated of all men. Everyone that's carnal don't like me. Everyone that's carnal don't like you. Everyone is carnal like us. That is filled with the Ruach HaKodesh. Though they'll greet you when you greet them, they'll even greet you first. Though they'll say how sweet you are, because it's the truth. In your face. But when you're not around, they can't stand you. They think you believe you're better than them. You disturb their peace. You take their comfort away. When they observe truth and then they walk away from it, there's a breach in the relationship. They'll smile at you. They'll smile with you, but it ain't cool no more. Those that come to truth and then leave, when you see them, there's tension. Because the spirit in them is at war against. It's enmity against truth. And you got to know that. You got to be the type of person that's not going to sell out Yah for carnal people. You got to be the type of person that choose Yah over people. You got to be the type of person that love Yah with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength, or you're going to sell him out like Adam did. The first sellout was Adam. The first deceived was Eve. The first sellout was Adam. You got a whole lot of sellouts running around here trying to be a friend with the world. He said, if you're a friend of the world, you my enemy. Trying to please carnality. Carnality can't be pleased. The only thing carnality can do is kill you with it. And if you're trying to please someone carnal willingly, it's going to snatch you away from Yah and kill you. Woe unto you, what all men shall speak of you well. For so did the fathers to the false prophets. And if all men are speaking well of you, a.k.a. if carnal people are speaking well of you, you're a sellout. Spirit of living Yah, we love you and thank you for this opportunity coming before us humbly as we know how, gleaning in your word. We was wrestling, a lot going on, but we thank the Ruach HaKodesh for showing up and showing out. Do what only you can do in our lives, Yah, as we continue to seek your face in these last and evil days. Strengthen us to stand on your word and nothing else. We trust, believe that the word will forth with clarity and will live thereby. We trust, believe, and thank you in the matchless name of Yahushua HaMashiach. We humbly pray. Hallelujah, hallelujah, and amen.